Hey everybody, welcome back. My name is Rachel if you have not met me before, and if you have, it's great to see you again over the internet. So I am going to be doing another meditation video for you all today. This one is pretty fun and I'm very excited about it. This is a meditation to help increase your creative flow or sort of jumpstart your imagination. Sometimes in times when we're stressed out or we have a lot going on, it can be really hard to get into the headspace of feeling creative and allowing ourselves to be creative. And sometimes that's exactly what we need to do. So hopefully this meditation today, I hope, will help you to do that. So I want you to first just take a second and think about maybe some other times that you have meditated before in the past, or times that you were trying to meditate and it didn't exactly work out, times that it was very successful, and what did you do? What helped you during those moments when the meditation was especially successful? So take a minute and just sort of reflect on that right now. If there's anybody else there with you, you can chat with each other about that, or just reflect for yourself. If you've never meditated before, awesome, welcome. I hope you like it. If you've never meditated before, do the very best that you can today, and congratulations in advance on doing your first meditation. They can be kind of, it's uncertain, right? If you've never meditated before, it can feel kind of weird, but I think that you'll get something out of it. So if you've never meditated before, take a second and maybe think about what that might be like for you, or think about what you've heard about meditation, and maybe some thoughts that you have on it. And then we'll hop in and get started in just a little bit. So I'll give you guys some time to reflect or chat with each other right now. I'll just sit here and wait. Of course, you can pause the video right now if you need to chat with each other a little bit about meditation or reflect on it yourself. Okay, so now that we've sort of centered ourselves a little bit about meditation and what some of our thoughts are on it, I want you to find yourself a nice, comfortable place to either sit or stretch out. Nice, comfortable place to either sit or to stretch out. So a place where you can sit comfortably and be able to hear the sound of my voice. You don't need to be able to see me. So wherever you are, just as long as you can hear the sound of my voice, if you need to step away from the computer or from the laptop or your device, that's fine. Just wherever you can hear me. So laying down on the floor, stretch out on a couch, wherever you can find a spot. Also make sure that you're as free from any distractions as you can be, any noises that might pop up, silence your phones, and all of that. So go ahead and find yourself a spot, and I will be here waiting. Feel free to pause the video while you go and look for the perfect spot. I'm going to have a sip of water. Okay. So you've either paused the video or you're all ready to go already. If not, go ahead and pause it right now. Find yourself a spot. And for those of you that are back, we're going to go ahead and get started. So once you are nice and focused in your spot, okay, I want you to just think about being in your space, sort of physically feel the area around you, kind of ground yourself where you are. And then I want you to close your eyes. I highly, highly, highly encourage you to close your eyes. Okay? It can be, so much more effective if your eyes are closed. If you're not comfortable closing your eyes, I get it. I know sometimes it can feel kind of awkward. If even, sorry, I'm going to adjust my computer here a little bit. Like if my roommates are home and I'm not sure if they're going to be walking in, like I don't know, it can feel kind of weird, and I get it. But I highly encourage you to try. If you can't close your eyes, find a spot on the wall to stare at, somewhere that's completely blank and free of any distractions, or stare at the ceiling. I know sometimes that's been helpful for people, but again, if you can, try at least closing your eyes for the beginning, or is all of it if you can. All right, so we're going to take some nice deep breaths in to start. Okay, I like to always center ourselves a little bit in where we are, and we're going to take some nice deep breaths in on our own. Just with our eyes closed. Exhale. Try to bring yourself into the present as best you can. Okay? We're going to do something I call 4x4. So you're going to breathe in, hold for a count of 4, and then exhale. Okay? And we'll do that as we 4 times as we go. And I will sort of guide you through that. So the best you can, try to follow this rhythm with us as best you can. Okay? So breathe in. Hold 2, 3, 4, and out. And breathe in. Hold 2, 3, 4, and out. Good. And breathe in. Hold 2, 3, 4, and breathe out. Good. And breathe in. Hold 2, 3, 4. And breathe out. Good. Okay. I want you now to just focus on your breath on your own. We're going to be coming back to this breath. Feel your belly rise and fall. If while you're doing this, any other thoughts come into your head, I want you to put a bubble around the thought and gently tap it away. So put a bubble around the thought and gently tap it away. Or breathe it away. So we're going to practice that right now. On your own, breathe in, keeping your focus on the rise and fall of your belly only. Okay. Remember, if any thoughts are coming into your mind, put a bubble around it and gently tap it or breathe it away. Good. Very good job. I want you to feel the air coming in through your lungs into your belly, pushing down through your legs, your toes. Allow your legs and each toe to relax, fall to the side. Good. And with each breath, I want you to think of the air flowing in through your lungs, your belly, up through your arms, down each arm and hand and fingers, relaxing each one, allowing them to fall to the side. Becoming more and more relaxed with each breath. To imagine the air traveling up through your stomach, your lungs, into your face, your nose, your eyes, your ears. I want you to unhinge your jaw. Allow your jaw to fall open gently. Good. Okay. Let's bring our focus back to our breath. And I want you to release any feeling of judgment. Everything you are doing is perfectly fine. Any feeling of judgment you may be having or stress, you are doing this completely correctly. Good. Now I want you to imagine that you are deeply, deeply relaxed, floating on the surface of water with a gentle wave underneath you. Just take a moment and feel the rise and fall of your body as you gently bob along the surface of the water on a gentle wave. You are completely at peace. Nothing else matters. Good. Without thinking too much, I want you to think of 4 colors in your mind. 4 shades of any color. Good. And without thinking, I want you to imagine you are holding a paintbrush in your hand and you are throwing the color onto the sky above you, onto the white puffy clouds as you float on the water with nothing else in mind and no one else around you. I want you to throw the paint onto the puffy clouds. Next, I want you to imagine 4 textures. They could be smooth or soft, bumpy, rough. 4 things around you of texture that you can feel in your hands. What do they feel like? Between your fingers, think of something rough like sandpaper, something smooth surface, something damp and wet, soft, hot or cold. I want you to think again about your colors, flinging more and more onto the clouds above you. Dip your brush and add a few more colors. Remember, no one else is around. This is just you. Go back to your textures, feel those in your fingers, the smooth texture, the bumpy, the rough. I want you to add a smell. Think of 3 of your favorite smells. Flowers, or maybe the ocean, maybe baking, foods that you like to cook, the smell of rain, the smell of certain perfumes or lotions that you like. 4 smells, 3 or 4. I want you to imagine yourself breathing them in deeply. Each smell. Now I want you to imagine yourself feeling your textures, smelling your smells, looking at the clouds above you with your paint. I want you to add music that you love to hear or sounds that you enjoy, birds chirping, maybe the laughter of someone you care about, music that you like, the sound of food sizzling. I want you to think, don't think too hard, 4 sounds that you like. Good. 4 tastes that you like. Food, certain fruits, anything like that. Or baked goods. Don't think too much, just 4. Good. I want you to add 3 new colors that are not already on your clouds. Add 3 new colors. Quickly. Good. Nice. Feeling your body rise and fall with the wave. I want you to go back to your textures. What do they feel like? Where are they coming from? What feels that way? Good. I want you to go back to your smells. Add a couple new ones. Don't think too much. 2 new smells to the ones that you had before. Remember, you're on this wave. There is no one else around. Nothing matters. Good. I want you to add more colors above you. Maybe bring in some extra clouds. Add a few more colors up there. Maybe start to create some designs. What are those designs and what do they look like? Good. I want you to add more sound now. Do you feel the rush of the waves? Do you feel music that you love? More new music? Think of a few more. Remember, there is no wrong way to do this. You are doing a completely fine job. This is your time. There is no one else around you right now in your thoughts. Everything you're thinking of is great. There is no one here to judge you. If there are any other thoughts coming into your mind, simply tap them away. That's perfectly fine. Continuing breathing. I want you to think of 3 more sounds that you like. We're going to add more sounds to our little mix here. More sounds. It could be anything, any kind of sound. It could be traffic or the honking of a horn. I want you to go back to your textures. What did those feel like? Smooth, rough. I want you to imagine in your head 3 or 4 locations that you've been to that you love to go to, or something that was visually pleasing to you. 3 or 4 as quickly as you can, and what did they look like? I want you to think of the last few foods that you ate that you loved. What did those taste like? What did they feel like in your mouth? Were they warm? Were they cold? Were they crunchy? Were they sweet? Anything. 3 or 4. Good. I want you to think of the last few songs that you've heard specifically. What did they sound like? What did they feel like? How did you move with them? Good, you're doing a great job. I want you to go back to feeling your textures in your fingers or on your hands. Next, I want you to feel the water around you on this wave. Feel your hands pushing into the water and out again. I want you to think of 3 words for how you're feeling right now. I want you to put together 2 sentences for how you're feeling right now. I want you to hum or think of a melody in your head that represents how you're feeling right now in this moment. I want you to imagine yourself moving your body in a way that represents how you're feeling right now. I want you to take more paint and fling it at the clouds. What does it look like? Pick up a cloud in your hands and mold it together. Does it feel soft? Does it feel squishy? Does it feel cottony? I want you to roll it together in your hands and shape it into something new. You're doing a really good job. Everything you're doing right now is great. Good. I want you to plop that little figure in the water next to you. That's yours. You made it. It's wonderful. I want you to take another look at the sky above you. Look at what you painted on those clouds. Look at those beautiful colors that you put up there, the designs that you put up there. Good. Great. I want you to bring it back to your breath. I want you to remember the feel of the wave underneath you, constantly moving, never stopping. The wave and the ocean are constant. I want you to gently say goodbye to your wave, to your picture in the sky, to your figure that you sculpted, the melody that you created for now, but they are always in your head and they're always there for you to come back to. You can come back anytime with them. Good. I want you to remember this feeling, and when you open your eyes, this would be a great time. I would encourage you to journal or sketch. Now that your mind is nice and free, I want you to remember the feeling of the wave under you, constantly within you, flowing. You can come back here anytime you would like, completely free and without judgment. Okay, go ahead and open your eyes. Rub your eyes a little bit if you need to. Wiggle your toes and your fingers. Okay, good. Good job, everybody. I hope this was helpful. The biggest thing to remember with your creative flow is to just allow yourself to really feel present in the moment of your creation. Remember that there are no judgments in your own head during your creative flow. You can come back to this wave and these clouds anytime you need to refocus. They're always there for you. And I wish you a creative day. Bye-bye.